Hi everybody, it's Tamara from Etcetera, and I'm back with another fun project. And just like the last one, this is based off of something I have in my stash already. So we're going to make some really pretty library card pockets. And I think they'll look really nice in a journal that I'm making right now, which is sort of a mini version, and these will fit perfectly. So these ones are made from book pages, of course, and I decorated them with some images from napkins. And then I've also got one that I use scrapbook paper, and this is if you go with scrapbook paper, you want double-sided scrapbook paper. Not because anyone's going to see this side, but when you flip this over, you need to have an image. Okay, so here are the originals, authentic library cards. Ooh la la. So funny what we find, what we treasure these days as we get older and as we get craftier, and yeah, the things that I ooh and ah over are very different than when I was younger. So anyways, I've got some of these, and all I did was again, I made myself a template, and this was from some packaging from something that I bought, so it's nice and sturdy. And I traced around the outside and then flipped it down, and then just added some pieces on the side, just like we did in the last video. And if you haven't seen that, you might want to go back and check out that little love note envelope project, because it's very similar, where we have a basic shape and then we just add a little bit onto the sides to sort of secure everything in place. So get ready, because I'm going to give you the measurements. Okay, so without the flaps, don't even think about the flaps right now, but just the basic shape of this. This is 3.5 inches wide, which is 8.5 centimeters. Okay, and then from the very bottom all the way up to the very top, that's 8 5/8 of an inch, and that's 22 centimeters. Okay. Let's see, what other measurements do I have? You only have one fold line, and that is 3 7/8 inch up from the bottom, if we were going this way, and that's 10 centimeters. And that'll flip up, and then at the very top here, this little chunk here, that's 1 inch, which is 2.5 centimeters. So you're going to trace out that basic shape, and then just like before, add about 1/4 inch along the sides, stop 1 inch from the top, make that little V cutout at the 3 7/8 inch mark, which is your score line or your fold line, and that takes away a little bit of the bulk. Okay, so let's use the template, and we'll make one together. We'll see how far we get before my card conks out, fills up, whatever. So we'll use a book page. Like I said, you can use double-sided scrapbook paper. Even if your page is a little short, like, let's see, let me just grab one here. See, this page is a tiny bit too short. That's okay. This isn't a science. This, you know, it'll be just a little shorter on the fold up. No big deal. But I'm going to use this page here because it'll all fit, and I'll go right down to the bottom so that I don't have to cut there. And I'm going to trace around and down and all the way around. Okie doke. Alright, so we can put our template aside, and we're just going to cut this out. doesn't have to be perfect. It's a junk journal. Make it your own. Come around here. There we go. I just love when I can find new ways to use up the insides of books, because I'm the kind of junk journaler that guts an old book and then uses that to make my junk journals. Lots of people make them right from scratch, which I may do at some point. I would like to learn how to do that, but so far I've just been using old books. So I have all the insides of books that I need to use up now too. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of scoring. You just want to get those side flaps. Oh, my scoreboard's a little short here. There we go. Get the side flaps scored. Is that the side? Yeah, actually, I think I want to score it on this side so that this is the inside. Where is my... There we go. That feels like it's off. There. Whoops. I went a little hard there and I went right through the page, but that's okay. Not the end of the world. Okay. Bring those in. And we've got to do one more score line, and that is right across. Wah! There we go. Ah. Okay, right across that little, what part was that? 3 7/8, 10 centimeter line. And then you're just going to flip this up. Oh, I'm not crazy about that because the text is kind of wonky, but that's okay. We'll decorate it and we'll save it. Okay, so we're just going to put a little glue on those flaps, and just like last time, I'm just going to mention you don't need fancy glue for this. That's the thing I like about junk journaling, is that you can just use what you have on hand, and I have a glue stick on hand, so that's what I'm using. Okay, so I want that to come in a little bit more. There we go. And just like those love note pockets, we don't want it to be like super flat and tight, otherwise, excuse me, you won't fit anything in there. And these pockets, I find, just happen to fit a, well, they would fit a library card, but they also fit a recipe card quite nicely. So here's one that I've coffee stained, and it has some pretty designs on it. So that would look nice in there too, right? So it's pretty much done, but you know, you want to make it look nice. So just do a little bit of inking around the edges. Give it a little bit of an older feel. And if you want, before you glue those edges, you could ink this top edge, which at that point would have been the bottom edge. But there you go. Put as much ink or age as you want. And then, what will I use to decorate? Well, I've always got butterflies hanging around, so I could use a nice big butterfly. Ooh, that's quite nice. Or something like that. That takes away from the text that's slanting. All the attention goes to the butterfly, right? I think I like that red one, so let's go with the red. And again, I'll just use some glue stick. And you could ink the edges. You could put any, you know, anything you want. You could put doilies on here, flowers, or lace, anything you want. I just happen to always have butterflies laying around. There we go. Ta-da! Done. Quick and easy, and my card didn't even run out yet. That's amazing. There you go. So that'll look great. Let's see here. I plan, this is a little mini journal that I'm working on right now. And I'm planning to put mine just like that on the back of my signature. And I'm going to show you this little mini journal very soon, as soon as it's done. There you go. Thanks everybody for joining me today. I hope you had fun, and I hope this gives you some great ideas for things to do with your book pages and little ephemera to add.